Guess who's on her way to ship out her manuscript to her sister? This girl! Yeah! Yeah, I have no idea what box I'm gonna use for this. Supposedly post office here has boxes. I hope they do. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to make a pit stop at Walmart to ship this bad boy out. Thank you. I just shipped off my manuscript to my sister. It's in the mail. It's en route to her. I'm so pumped. Hopefully the pages don't get bent in transportation, but if they do, I will. But yeah, book 4 is done until she finishes her edits, and until I hear back from her, I am going to be working on another book. Not book 5, because I think I need to rest my brain from that world for a while, but I will be working on a new book. The first book in my YA dystopian trilogy. Here's a sneak peek of it. It has 131,000 words right now, which is totally wrong, okay? Most of that is planning and edits. I need to make a lot of major edits to this book, so it's going to take some time to fix and make it the way that I want it to be. So you'll either find me working on Dawn of Liberty, that's the name of this dystopian book, or I will be plotting out book 5 in the Heirs of Secret series. I'll kind of bounce back and forth between the two of them depending on my mood and whatever I feel more impressionable to write. But if I had to summarize Dawn of Liberty in one sentence and give you that one sentence pitch, it would be this. In a world full of sensors, subdermal devices that record their host's lives, 17-year-old Kiara Liberty must hide her disloyalty to the governing regime or be killed. Fun fact about this book, it was actually the first book that I have ever written from start to finish. So based on how much my writing has evolved since writing the Heirs of Secret series, this bad boy definitely needs some work to make it up to my standards, to keep it up to par with what I feel like it should be. And not gonna lie, it's been kind of a challenge to switch my mindset from writing a fantasy book to a dystopian world, because they're so different. They're completely different. The dystopian book is more realistic. Not that it's like 100% realistic or whatever, but it needs to be more realistic and more accurate than the fantasy book. Because, you know, with magic or powers or whatever, like, you can make up rules however you want. That's not always the case in the dystopian world. Like, if they have modern day weapons or modern day language, you need to make sure that's consistent with the reality, I guess you could say, of modern times. But I've been doing a lot of research in order to write this book, and I'm definitely learning a lot of things that I never knew. I want to tell you what I've been researching, but it would spoil way too many things, so I'm going to keep my big mouth shut about that. I will say that the main character, Kiara Liberty, does have a family. She has 2 living parents and a living brother. I feel like so many books nowadays, especially in the dystopian genres, their parents are either dead, or one of them is dead, or they had a sibling, or their sibling's dead, or someone in the immediate family is dead. That's not the case in this book. Everybody is still alive. For the time being, anyway. Just kidding, but am I? Anyway, I am currently editing page 22. It has 505 pages right now. Again, completely inaccurate. I have moved and shifted so many scenes, and I need to delete a lot of scenes because I decided they were stupid or they didn't tie into the story very well and didn't contribute much. So I gotta rewrite a lot, reorganize everything. But I think the first few chapters of the book are pretty consistent. They're right where I want them to be. I just got to go through, you know, and do the grammatical error editing and line edits, and just make sure that the beginning of the book sets the mood for the rest of the story. So I'm taking a break from writing / editing Dawn of Liberty. I'm at me and my husband's land right now. They're pouring concrete, so I'm just watching the little guy play in some dirt. Currently editing page 30 in Dawn of Liberty now, and last night I got a stroke of genius. It is a really cool idea for a plot twist. I wish I could give you more details about it, but it was just a genius idea that just came to my mind last night, and I think I'm gonna put it into Dawn of Liberty, but that's gonna require even more editing and revising things, and even fixing some future books in the trilogy as well. It's gonna take a lot of work to implement this idea, but I think it's gonna be totally worth it. So I'm gonna start putting this idea into the book, but so I guess we'll see what happens. The manuscript for Darkness of Destiny will arrive to my sister tomorrow by 9 p.m. is what the USPS says, but I don't know how reliable that is, so we'll see if they actually deliver it by 9 p.m. tomorrow, but it will be to her shortly, and then she'll start editing it, and when she's finishes that, then I'll go back and hop back into the Darkness of Destiny mindset and put Dawn of Liberty on hold. So that's my current plan. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.